VASYL Lomachenko has quickly become a household name within boxing since turning professional back in 2013. Known for his technicality, precision, speed, and movement, Lomachenko is one of the most impressive and skilled boxers of his generation, with some nicknaming him the Matrix. The Ukrainian has amassed quite the following over his professional career and is a former world champion in 3 weight classes, having held the WBO featherweight title, the WBO junior lightweight title, and the unified WBA, Super, WBC, WBO, and Ring Magazine lightweight titles. But in this video, we'll be taking a look at Lomachenko's opponents and what they had to say after fighting him. Before we do so, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. The 12th of May, 2018, would see VASYL Lomachenko take to the ring at the MSG, Madison Square Garden, in New York, against former multiple world champion Jorge Linares. Anyone who faces Linares rarely has a stress-free night, and despite his age, the Venezuelan still posed a threat to VASYL. In the pre-fight conferences, Linares echoed a similar sentiment of confidence when speaking about the matchup, but on the night, it didn't turn out the way he would have wanted. In an entertaining bout, Lomachenko would put Linares down in the 10th and earn himself a TKO victory to become the new WBA lightweight world champion.
VASYL has tremendous footwork, tremendous speed. He moves very well.
He landed a body shot. I was able to withstand the first one, but the second one, it was perfectly landed.
He don't have too much punch, but he's difficult, and like you can see here, but in 2 seconds is right there, you know what I mean?
After an enthralling encounter with Linares, VASYL Lomachenko would take on a former 2-weight world champion in Puerto Rico's Jose Pedraza. The pair would match up on the 8th of December, 2018, with both the WBA and WBO world lightweight titles on the line. The sharp switch hitter Pedraza claimed beforehand that he was the perfect style to beat Lomachenko, and that come the 8th of December, he would aim to prove it. Although it has to be said that on the whole, the boxing community weren't so convinced. As it proved, Lomachenko would display his superiority over Pedraza and would even put him down twice in the 11th round with some accurate body shots. Although Pedraza showed tremendous heart to rise from the canvas and make it to the finish line, he would go on to lose a wide unanimous decision to the Ukrainian.
I saw the scorecard was very, very close. I thought it was a very close fight. Obviously, the knockdowns would determine the fight and the differential in the decision, but I think it was a very close fight other than that.
Lomachenko is definitely one of the best fighters in the world. My team and I are very happy with the performance because we did a great fight against one of the best fighters in the world. Lomachenko is a fighter that breaks down his opponents little by little, and I believe that Davis is a fighter that knocks out his opponent with just one punch.
Just over 4 months later, VASYL would continue his spree in the lightweight division against Britain's Anthony Crolla. This time, Lomachenko would be heading over to the Staples Center in Los Angeles to defend his titles. Pre-fight, there was no disputing who was the favorite in this one. Lomachenko had the advantage in almost every area inside the ring and had shown his worth when it counted the most. Crolla's courageous bid would prove to be one step too far this time, as VASYL Lomachenko put on a devastating display, taking Anthony Crolla out in 4 rounds.
But it wasn't to the point where he ever thought, oh, it'll knock me out with one shot, but the old saying, the shot you don't see coming is the shot that puts you over, and that's certainly what happened that night.
Lost to a special fighter, went out on my back. I just wanted to give a better account myself, but he hit me with a great shot.
Lomachenko's going to look very good doing it, again, like I just said before, bull matador, tap, then angles, whipping the shots in.
Later that year, Lomachenko would travel to London for the first time to take on another British contender, an Olympic gold medalist in the form of Luke "Cool Hand" Campbell. Once again, beforehand, not many were giving Campbell a chance, but on the night, Luke would acquit himself better than Crolla and go the distance with Lomachenko. It was a wide points win in the end for the Ukrainian, but Campbell definitely rose his stock with a gutsy, determined performance at the O2 Arena. When reflecting on the bout, here's what Luke had to say.
Well, what I watched of him and what you see of him on YouTube and The Matrix and things like that, he couldn't do any of that with me. I didn't allow him to do any of that.
Lomachenko's judgment of distance and footwork, so like he could he could creep in and hit you with a shot and then creep out. Like, really good.
Instant, very fast.
He's always been exceptional, and I was prepared to go in there with someone who was exceptional, and I needed to give my best.
Over a year out of the ring, Lomachenko would return to the States and take on an undefeated, hungry, talented fighter, Teofimo Lopez. In one of the upsets of the decade, Lopez would go on to beat Lomachenko on points that night.
The takeover! Teofimo Lopez! A star is born tonight!
I wanted to go home and to review the fight, to see it. I can't comment right now much about it, but I'm not agreeing with the scorecard.
After his shock defeat at the hands of Teofimo Lopez and losing his world titles, Lomachenko would make his return to the ring midway through 2021 against Japanese fighter Masayoshi Nakatani, who had previously lost a points decision to Teofimo Lopez back in 2019.
This fight is a fight that I have to win and want to win. It's better to fight him on the outside, but and then at the same time, if I don't want to fight on the inside and if I resist, he is going to be more motivated to come in and make him mentally more strong.
In the fight, Loma was out to show the world that he hadn't been discouraged by his recent loss and put a beating on Nakatani, eventually finishing him in the 9th round.
VASYL Lomachenko. He absolutely abused Nakatani in the 9th.
6 months later, Lomachenko was eager to stay active and get back into the conversation with another statement victory. And he would do so on the 11th of December at Madison Square Garden against Richard Commey. Commey once held the lightweight title back in 2019 before losing to Teofimo Lopez, but he was no match for Lomachenko when the pair faced off inside the ring. Lomachenko showed all of what he had to on the night and came out with a wide unanimous points victory.
Actually, even though I went down, I wasn't really hurt. It just, you took your focus off one bit and then it happened. So it is what it is, and this is boxing. And I think the round I dropped down, I just took my eye off him a second and then boom. I just took my eyes off him and then that's it. I could have stayed focused all along, and it is what it is. He's a great fighter, and I did what I had to do.
Throughout the amateurs and professionals, the name Lomachenko commands a lot of respect from not only those outside the ring, but also those who have been in the ring with arguably Ukraine's most gifted boxer. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe.